Okay, so we'll just first do all the basic things here. So derivative of trig functions, so it will be y equal to sine x. If I see that there is this one here, so this is sine x, and then I have the derivative here, y prime x. This is derivative. So the derivative at this point here is 0. The derivative at this point is 0 because it's a vertex. The derivative at this point is 0. The derivative at this point is diagonal, slope is 1. The derivative at this point, slope is -1. The derivative at this point, slope is 1. So the graph is okay. If we see this graph here, this is a graph of cosine. It starts at the maximum, it becomes graph of cosine. So the derivative of sine x now is, the derivative of sine x is cosine x. Once we know, and then if I have cosine x, similar way, dy dx will be negative sine x. Once we know the derivative of sine and cosine, we can find any derivative of all the trig functions. Okay, so let's see. Find derivatives. Y equals sine of 4x. The derivative of that will be, derivative of sine is cosine 4x, I don't change the angle, times the derivative of inside, which is derivative of 4x, which is times 4, which is 4 cos 4x. Now let's see, derivative y equal to minus cos 2x. The derivative of this will be minus, derivative of cosine 2x is minus sine 2x. Okay, so the minus is already there, so derivative of cos 2x is minus sine 2x multiplied by 2. Therefore, we have one negative here from outside, we have one negative here, therefore 2 sine 2x. Y equal to sine square x. This is exactly the same as sine x square. So dy dx will be the power rule 2 sine x to the power 1 multiplied by the derivative of inside, which is cosine x. If the question was y equal to sine x square, then my angle is x squared, the sine is not squared, therefore dy dx, I do not change the angle, sine x squared, the derivative of sine is cosine x squared times the derivative of inside, which is the derivative of x squared, which is 2x, which is 2x cos x squared. See, y equal to e to the power of sine x. The derivative of this will be dy dx will be the same, e sine x times the derivative of sine, which is cosine x. Okay, now let's see derivative of tan. Y equal to tan x. To do tan, we can change it to sine and sine. Okay. So tan is sine x over cosine x. If I know sine x and cosine x, I can find the derivative of tan x. Therefore, dy dx will be cosine x square. The root of sine is cosine times cosine x. Take away. The root of cosine is minus sine x times the numerator. This will be cosine square x, negative and negative are positive, plus sine square x over cosine x square. Sine square plus cosine square is always 1. 1 over cosine square x, which means secant square x. Therefore, the derivative of tan is always 1 over secant square x.